Hello. Come in, come in. Yes, I see we have a lot to do today. No. You don't need to tell me what we need to do. I can read your aura and figure it all out. Is that all right with you? I will know just what you need. Okay. So I assume you can smell the sage as I've cleared the area, but we need to clear you. First, if you don't mind, I'm going to get a little closer and I'm going to read your aura even closer and closer. Look right into my eyes. Yes. Interesting. All right. Deep breaths. Okay. All right, now if my eyes go a little blurry or crossed, it's okay. I'm reading your aura, and sometimes we need it to be fuzzy to see. I'm going to move back a little. My aura is mixing a little bit with your aura. Ah, that's better. Okay. All right. It's all becoming clear. You do have a lot of negative energy. So we have the sage. Let's start with some salt. Is that okay? Alright. I'm going to take some salt in my hands. Is it okay if I rub some on you? Okay. Okay. How does that feel? You okay? Alright. So next, lemon juice. Oh yes, it's freshly squeezed. I keep it in a container, but it's always freshly squeezed. I will not rub this on your clothes as it could stain, but I'm just going to tap some on my fingers, and I am going to put a little on your temples. Good. And across your forehead, and around down to your chin. I'm not going to put any on the front of your face, as it is very acidic. And I'm going to use this just to cleanse your aura. Now I'm just kind of rubbing the outside of your aura with the lemon juice. I'm going to get a little bit more. Yes, it's almost like I'm taking the aura between my two hands and then ruffling it, almost like a massage for your aura. Our aura likes a little bit of massage too. It's almost like you can do skin rolling, where you take a piece of skin and you kind of roll it up, but an aura is much more flexible. So I can just grab a piece of it and rub it between my hands. Does that feel okay? Okay. Let me move the back of you a little bit. Oh, the lemon juice smells so good too. This is also something you can do in your home. You can just dab a little bit of lemon juice along the floor. Makes everything smell good. Or you can get some of that lemon scented floor wax, but I would add some real lemon juice too if you really want it for clearing purposes. Okay. So I have my box of goodies here. And we'll see if there's anything else that we need in here. Oh, this might be nice. I'll use some Samhain blessing powder. Now, you should smell this. We are at serious business here, but we're not beyond a little bit of pleasure, so here, have a sniff. Okay, and I'm gonna just dab my fingers in there. And again, just a little goes a long way. Yes, this is a powder. It's also an incense. Making a bit of a mess on you, I'm sorry. You're getting some salt and some lemon juice, although I did not rub that on your clothes. A little bit of this powder. What else do we have in here? We have some witch hazel. This might be nice to take home and take a bath in. Oh, to smell. Yes. We're not going to use all of these, but they're nice to smell. A little bit of witch hazel. A little bit of wormwood. We'll see if you need a tea with some wormwood. Would you like some interesting dreams tonight? Not much of a smell. Not much of a taste either. It makes an okay tea. It's not the most flavorful tea, but you will dream. I've used my sage and some mugwort. That has an interesting smell. It's not my favorite. But good for the season. Okay, so the final thing in my little container for this season, this is my Samhain box, as we're heading into that time. A raven's feather. So we are going to just clear away any remaining negative energy you may have. And then we're going to see what we can read and what you need. And behind you. And in front of you. And here, I'll also get some of that salt off of you. It's a very versatile feather. Behind you over here. And over your head. Alright. Very versatile, thank you. Okay. So, we now need to read you, I think. I think that's where we currently stand. Alright. So, let's see. Looking at your aura. What can transform you? So, I would say you're a very cautious person. Would you agree? Okay. Can you be rather rigid? I thought so. maybe a bit obsessive sometimes. All right, so this is where we're going to focus. This is not all bad. Cautious, focused, thorough, realistic, not all bad. The flip side. You could be a bit pessimistic, a bit focused on the negatives, on what bad could happen. So maybe we need to bring out some optimism in you. Alright, but that's just the beginning. So, what actions can you take to bring out the positives and subdue the negatives a bit? So, I believe you need a bit of optimism. So let's start with that. Let's see what we have. No, I think we will use a little bit of happiness on you. Happiness, see? Okay. So I am going to touch your clothes again, if that is all right. And use my wand. So I'm going to touch this into the essential oil. It's made specifically for this. So this should not affect your clothing, but you will have the scent of happiness on you and optimism. Alright, so is it okay if I touch you? Alright. I'm not going to touch your face until most of the potion is off of my wand. But I am going to write on your shirt. The potion directly... Oh, don't worry about what I'm writing. It's just to help with the optimism. The potion directly on your face can be a little bit too much, so I will use this on your clothing. And don't worry, it will penetrate. It's very powerful, which is why I'm not going to put it directly on your skin. Can you hold your arms out for me a bit? Okay. Lovely, thank you. Alright. And this arm. And do you mind if I get some on your legs? Okay. And your back. I am just convincing your brain. We are making brain changes today. So I will light this candle as well. So, for some reason, there we go. I am running out of flame. Okay, so we lit that. And, okay, so just a dab on your third eye, on your temples, and right underneath your chin. Okay. No, that should not bother your skin. Again, most of it is already off of my wand. And let's see what else. What other abilities can we bring out in you? So you do need a bit of responsibility, maybe? No, I think you take on a bit too much responsibility. I know. It's decision making. I think you make decisions, but you question them frequently. So we're going to give you a bit more confidence in those decisions. So I'm going to use another potion. This is a different one. So this one, yes, perfect. So we're going to give you a little bit of confidence. Oh, that one smells good too. You're going to smell lovely at the end of this. Alright, do you want to tell me what you've been struggling with? Okay. And hold your arms out again. Well, we hit the nail on the head then, didn't we? This should definitely help in that department. Okay. So, the self-confidence is also going to help in the next piece of this, because you unfortunately need to start standing up for yourself. Yes, and it may lead to some discord. Not everyone is going to be happy when you set boundaries and stand up for yourself. But you have to be able to do it. You have to. Your mind needs it. Your body needs it. Your well-being needs you to stand up for yourself. And standing up for yourself is not selfish. Setting boundaries is not selfish. It often strengthens relationships because prior to that you can feel very resentful. Okay, so a little on your third eye, on your temples, and just under your chin. Okay, so yes. Is it okay if I get a little bit closer? Because we have a few more things to figure out. Just look right in my eyes. Deep breaths. Okay. Alright, so you will need to have those little bits of discord. And if you do, you will have your dreams open up to you. Beautiful. You will see many more options. So even if you thought you had one specific dream, that may not be what you get. Because you will have lots of options, and you may think, once you see them all, actually, I never even imagined I could have that, and that's what I will take. So, that's beautiful. And this will change you by giving you more self-reliance. So, for this change, we're going to use a little bit of polyjuice potion. Also smells wonderful. It's a very strong potion, as you know. So we're going to use only a dot of it. We don't want you to actually look different, but we do want you to trust yourself more. You have the ability to do all of this. So we are going to convince your body that that is the case, and your mind. Beautiful. How are you feeling? It's starting to kick in. Yes, good. Good, that's what I was hoping. Lovely. Arms out. All right. And you're back. Well, I mean, there's some people who get this done once a month. That can be a bit excessive unless you have many issues you're dealing with. Once a quarter, once a season is usually a good amount. I would say at least once a season, third eye, you should check in with yourself and say, do I need a reading? And do I need a bit of growth at this time? Again, we don't always need it all the time. Oh, yes, I'll take a bit of polyjuice potion anytime I can get it. Yes, so we have the polyjuice, the optimism, and the confidence. So, take that all in. This is going to be a beautiful season for you. You'll have that one little piece of discord, but that's necessary. Change often doesn't come without a little bit of discomfort. A little bit. So, I'm so glad you could come in today. Well, definitely before Halloween. How could you not see me before Halloween? I know it's been a while, but I'm glad you're here. All right, would you like some tea? Are we going for the wormwood or the mugwort or, okay, just tea? Sure, I don't blame you. It can be a lot to commit to the others. So I'll see you downstairs in a minute. You sit, meditate for a few minutes. Allow your body to absorb everything we just gave it. And I'll see you shortly. Okay.